Have you ever wondered about the steps it takes to learn anything? Hi, this is Chris Priebe from Chris Priebe Hypnosis. And today we're going to talk about how we learn everything. Now in NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, this frame is known as the 4 stages of learning. And by frame, I mean it's a framework that can be overlaid over our experiences. In this case, it's the experience of learning. Everything that we've learned or anything that we want to learn, the idea is that you have to go through each of the following 4 stages. Phase 1, unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. You may look at something or start to notice something and think, hey, I want to do that, but you have no idea how to do it. I'm going to use the example of learning to ride a bike. So perhaps you saw an older sibling or an older friend in the neighborhood riding their bike around, and you finally thought, hey, you know what, I want to try to do that. But you have no idea what to do. You're unconsciously incompetent. Phase 2, conscious incompetence. This is where you know what you don't know. So you get your hands on a bike, and you've been watching people so that you know that the hands are used to steer and the feet are used to propel you, and somehow you have to keep your balance. So you know you need to do all these things, but you don't quite know how to put it all together yet. So you are now aware of the fact that you don't know how to do it. Phase 2, conscious incompetence. Stage 3, conscious competence. This is where you've built some skills, but you still really need to focus in order to put those skills to use. So you've been riding your bike for a while now. With a little bit of trial and error and probably a few scars, you've learned how to keep your balance, steer where you want to go to, but you really need to focus on what you're doing still. You can do it, but you still need conscious focus to do that. So you have the skills, but you need that focus. So conscious competence, we're getting there. With enough time and energy, we reach the final phase, phase 4, unconscious competence. It's the end of summer and you're easily riding your bike. You're out with your friends, you're riding your bike, talking to your friends, maybe drinking, thinking about plans of what's going to happen later on that day, thinking about absolutely everything else except what it takes to ride your bike. You put in the hours, you put in the time, and now your brain, what it does is it moves that skill to the unconscious in a way to be more efficient with its energies. So this is the 4 stages of learning, and this can be overlaid over how we learn everything, whether that's how you do your job, walking, talking, driving, absolutely everything. We go through these phases, and fortunately or unfortunately, we have to do these in order. You can't skip a step and just go right to here. Be nice if we could, however, that's not how we're wired. So, first stage is unconscious incompetence, where you don't know what you don't know. Next stage is conscious incompetence, where you start to realize, you know what, I may need to learn some new skills here. Stage 3 is conscious competence, where you have the skills, but you really still need to focus on them as you're doing them. When you do that long enough, eventually you're going to get to the level of unconscious competence, where your brain moves that skill to the unconscious level of your brain, so it just runs in the background, leaving you to focus on new, better, bigger and better things. 4 stages of learning. This is how we learn absolutely everything, both good and bad. Habits that we've learned, whether they're positive habits or negative habits, they've all gone through this. Now, the time you spend in each of these depends on your input and the importance of what it is to you. But we do need to go through each of these levels to gain unconscious competence. If this makes sense, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe and share it. If you think someone else can get some value from this or anything else on my channel, share that, and we'll get the world learning things much easier and much faster. Have yourself an amazing day.